Facebook. Hates it, hates it, hates it. Can't stand the Facebook. I love Facebook. I'm addicted to the Facebook. As you probably saw when I was walking out here, I was updating my status. This is a brief diversion. I went on vacation with my parents a couple weeks ago. We drove down from Seattle to the Redwood National Forest. This was a great vacation for me. My parents and I have had a kind of a strained relationship the last couple of years, and so it was nice to sort of spend 10 days in a car with just them. You know, I stopped drinking a year ago, and I stopped smoking about 4 months ago, so the way I relieve stress is by eating carbs, exercising, and updating my status. So I'm in the front seat of the car, my mother's leaning over the back seat, and she's like, "Are you tweeting on the Facebook? Are you tweeting on the Facebook?" No, actually, no. I'm not tweeting on the Facebook. She's convinced that, like, me and my brothers, like, conspire against her on the Facebook. Like, let's talk about mommy on the Facebook. Being that this was a vacation on the West Coast, this was really disorienting to me for a lot of reasons. Disorientation, of course, means literally loss of the E. And I know, super smart. But this was like an old people vacation. Like my parents, like they drive places, they get out of the car, my mother takes a picture of something, my father takes a picture of my mother taking a picture, because we're meta like that. They get back to the car, and we go to dinner at 6, and then they go to their hotel room and watch Bones. I didn't know what to do with myself, so I had lots of time in the evenings to make like these beautiful Facebook photo albums, which, you know, and it's really like, it's a show and tell. You know, I want my friends to look at how great my life is and feel bad about themselves. God knows I do the same thing to them. So I made all these beautiful photo albums, and I realized, you know, I'm really like my mother in that way. My mother makes a lot of scrapbooks, and I don't understand scrapbooking. It's a very sort of like, what do you, like, it's very Still Magnolia. It's like, what is this? This is too cute. Like, but she's like, well, let me tell you, when I was in college, we would email back and forth late at night, and I'd be writing papers, and she'd be working on her dissertation. Now when we email back and forth late at night, I'm working on like a play or an essay, and she's like working on scrapbooks. And like, she's like, I'm trying to figure out where to put this duck. I'm making a montage. All these pictures of you and your brothers in the bathtub. I think it's something that people need to see. And like, this woman has a doctorate in education. She goes to scrapbooking class every Saturday morning. So anyway, so, you know, this was a great trip, but honestly, like, you know, my nerves started to fray by the time we like left Portland on our way to Crescent City to see the Redwood National Forest. My parents, like, they just bicker all the time in the car, and usually it's just them on trips, and so it's just me, like, you know, sitting between the two of them. Do you want to stop the rest of? I don't know. Do you have to pay? I don't have to pay. You know you have to pay sometimes. Do you want to go to Shoney's? I've never seen a Shoney's. I've never eaten at a Shoney's. Just get out of there! So we get to the Redwood National Forest, and we're looking for this thing my mother has found on a map called the Big Tree. And so there's a sign on one of those informational signs. I don't know what the Big Tree is. There's one of those informational signs on the side of the road. It's brown and it says Big Tree. And so she's like, "Mom, stop the car!" So she gets up and she looks at a tree. She takes a picture. My dad takes a picture of her. And she looks over. She's like, "Oh, it's that's the Big Tree." And she goes over to the tree. And she looks at it. "Oh, it's a big tree." There's a car of journalists that pulls up behind us. "Ah, where's the big tree?" There's all the people walking around. "Where's the big tree? Is that the big tree? Have you seen the big tree? No, it's the Here's the hint. If there's a sign and a map called the Big Tree and you're looking for it, you're probably not looking at it. It's a big tree." I was so on edge, and there's no carbs in the car. I'm just doing push-ups by the side of the road. I thought to myself, like, I've missed them so much. I've been so estranged from them for so long, and I flew all the way across the country to get close to kill them. My mother said to me about her scrapbooks, she said, "You know, I don't know what your boys are going to do with these scrapbooks after I go. You just throw them away. Who wants somebody else's memories?" And I said to her, you know, like, that's exactly what I want. Like, these scrapbooks are a map. They're the sign on the side of the road that tells me how to get back to you and to the times that we spent together and the times that I wasn't near you and I didn't know you. So I went back home, and I still don't scrapbook, but I spent a lot of time at AC Moore. Just, you know, for whatever. I did my one scrapbook page, and on the page, in the center is a photograph, and it's a picture of my father taking a picture of my mother, taking a picture of a tree that is not the big tree.